Hey guys, what is up? Zero's Blade here. Today I want to talk to you about the Ashe rework in patch 5.9. First up is Ashe's new overhauled passive in the core to her new kit. It's called Frost Shot, and it causes Ashe's basic auto attacks to slow the enemy by an amount scaling upward with her level, starting at weak and growing stronger as the game goes on. Secondly, it causes Ashe to no longer have the ability to crit, but now instead Ashe deals bonus damage that scales with both her crit chance and crit damage to targets affected by Frost Shot. Next up we have Ashe's new Q, Ranger Focus, which is Ashe's very own attack speed steroid, but with a little twist on it. Ashe gains stacks every time she applies Frost Shot to an enemy, and if Ranger's Focus is activated with 5 stacks, or Ashe reaches 5 stacks of focus during the duration of Ranger's Focus, she begins firing off small volleys. Volleys are still considered Ashe's auto attack, but they do deal 15 to 35% more damage than her normal attacks based on the rank of Ranger's Focus. Also, an interesting note about Ranger's Focus is that it is any time that you apply Frost Shot, you will gain a stack per instance of Frost Shot applied, meaning if you use Ashe's Volley, her W, to hit multiple enemies, you will gain stacks accordingly, as well as if you build the item Hurricane, which has some fun interaction on Ashe with this ability. In addition, the volleys that fire out 5 arrows when used with Hurricane will cause the Hurricane shots to also fire 5 arrows each. Moving on is Ashe's W. Still volley, they've added a couple extra arrows to it, but enemies can still only be hit by a maximum of 1 arrow, so the additional arrows do not give it a Graves effect. However, it does provide a nice quality of life change as it is easier to tag enemies with volley. Volley now also applies Frost Shot and will cause instances of focus to be gained. Going right down the line is Ashe's E, Hawk Shot. Has similar functionality to before, but now has a global range as you can fire it anywhere on the map. In addition, you can hold up to 2 charges. However, the downside is now it is on a very long cooldown timer. At rank 1 is a 90-second cooldown per charge. Also, Ashe's E no longer causes her to passively gain gold from last hitting. Finally is Ashe's ultimate Enchanted Crystal Arrow, which functionality and ability remains virtually the same as it was before, as the damage, range, cast time, anything you can think of pretty much has stayed about the same, except for the enemies near the target that get stunned that are hit by the AoE slowing effect is no longer a flat 50%. Instead, your passive Frost Shot is applied to those people, and you will gain focus stacks accordingly. Overall, I think Ashe's strengths have remained the same. She is still a support-oriented ADC. However, the emphasis on her being a hyper carry while being able to provide those support abilities has been driven a little bit more clear with her new passive and Q. In addition, they really have emphasized on Ashe's ability to help her team no matter where they are on the map through her ultimate or just providing sight from her E. Though others may disagree with me, I think that the new Ashe is incredibly strong and requires very well thought out positioning. But if you are able to do that, the amount of damage, utility, and support you can provide to your team is pretty close to unrivaled, and I expect to see more of Ashe on Summoner's Rift. Thank you guys so much for watching, and feel free to comment below, as well as if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe to the channel. If there's anything you're interested in seeing in the future, be sure to let me know below, and I'll do what I can to get on it as quickly as possible for you. And as always, keep it right here, where you zero in and win more.